Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just come down into Bitcoin. We've got a CoinsKid cruise. So right now the short is in a lot of profit here. This is a fantastic little short opportunity. Like I said to you, you've got the RSI up here as well, creating bearish divergences. Coupled with that, we've got the big gaps in the EMAs. I remember I posted this on Twitter, and a lot of people said I don't know what I'm talking about. Bitcoin's going to take off in space. But like I said to you, learn to ride the waves here. There's always opportunity to make money on the breakouts to the upside and the pullbacks to the downside. Impulsive, corrective, whatever. You can always identify overextension through the gaps in the EMAs. Look at the big gap that was there in the EMA. So this thing's cooling off, it's coming down. Okay, a lot of people think, oh no, it's going to zero, it's crashing, it's going to oblivion. But a minute, it is simply retracing. It is until it's not, okay, because potentially what we've got here is a breakout, retracement, continuation. Do you see? So I'm going to show you a couple of levels that I'm looking at. In order to retain this breakout to the upside, we have to retrace to a nominal level of support without losing it for the continuation of the breakout. Okay, and this is how it all works: impulsive, corrective, okay, and it works in any direction. So right now we have ran into the golden ratio. Like I said to you, that's a really strong area. You can see here yesterday we was creating a big descending triangle with bearish divergence as well, really big gaps in the EMA. So it's always a good opportunity to go short, to make a bit of money in this space, on Bybit or BitGet. It's entirely up to you, but you can just ride the waves. There's always opportunity. Okay, so if we take a look at Bitcoin right now on a different chart, so looking at Bitcoin on this chart, then you can see that what I'm looking at are targeting that this is the bottom right now, and we've got this atom, okay, and we're coming back in this curled round fashion like this, which is rounding bottom, which is usually what the eve is. You can see we've got this resistance just there, and like I said to you yesterday, if you break out, it'll be a good area to come back, get some bids in down here, and then continue. So the bearish case, right, I'll always show you what I see, is the fact that this is impulsive, this is corrective, this is impulsive, this is corrective, and you're looking at another impulsive move, which will actually see you lose these lows. Now if that is the case, and this is actually beginning of a new impulsive move to the downside, there is a possibility that that low just there will be taken out. So we need to look at the retracement levels that Bitcoin is going through right now to this low, okay, because like I said to you yesterday, what you've done here from this low here to this high, you're actually retracing to the high from which you came. So it could still be that you are in an impulsive move to the downside. The bullish case is the fact that we're breaking this key resistance just there, and we've got this kind of rounded bottom, okay, and we're breaking out, falling back to support, and we're continuing. So if we start to come up right now and we do one thing for Bitcoin, and that is break the 1 fib right there, for me that is really impulsive, okay, and it would indicate that you're taking out a massive level of resistance just there, and for me you are no longer looking like you're coming down impulsively. It looks as though this could be some kind of leading diagonal. You've got some kind of big ABC correction in here, and right now this is the beginning of a new impulsive move off the bottom, taking out the 1 fib, and your minimal target will eventually be the 1618 up there, around about $26,000, okay. So for that scenario to be fruitful going forward, we have to hold the 0 fib. Do you see that? Because this could be impulsive, corrective, and you slowly but surely coming up the stairs like that, holding this curvature of support, which is the rounded bottom right there, okay. So it's all about support and resistance. Like I said to you, the positive thing that Bitcoin's done here is the fact that it's broken this resistance, okay. So this is quite a positive thing. I'm seeing a lot of altcoins. So right now, if Bitcoin is coming back in this retracement and it holds this support just there, this is a real crunch time for Bitcoin. If it holds this retracement and starts to come back up, takes out that eye, and then starts to come up and takes out the 1 fib, for me it really is beginning to validate the bottom right there for Bitcoin, okay. And we can begin to jump up and down and say, wow, we really are looking like we're forming this bottom structure right now. And the bearish scenario, obviously, people always say you're saying it's either going to go up or down. I'm not. I'm giving you both scenarios because this is what happens. No one can tell you with absolute certainty that Bitcoin's going to do this, that, and the other. So it's all about validation and invalidation. So right now, this is a key low, the 0 fib, okay. And what you're doing, you're retracing from this low to this high. So you're caught between. Do you see this? Okay, so you're trying to come up. If you take out the 1 fib, for me, that's really impulsive because you're taking out that high. Do you understand? And this it could be deemed as the impulsive, corrective, and then right here is just a retracement to that high before another impulsive drive down. So what's happened now? You ran into the golden ratio, which is nominal level of retracement level to this high. So for this to be impulsive, we have to come down right now and retrace to this low, losing it, putting an impulsive drive down. Okay, let me show you what I'm looking at, because this is exactly what happened here. Okay, so we've got this high, and then we trace to it on that high. So if we drop the levels in there for Bitcoin, I can show you exactly where we trace to from this low to this high. You can see again, where did we find resistance? on the golden ratio before putting another impulsive move down, losing this low and putting another impulsive move down, which lost that low. Okay, so this began to retrace, dropped, lost the 0 fib down there, and then put another impulsive move down. It wasn't a massive impulsive move, but it was still a lower low than that. Okay, so if we're going through the very similar scenario, that what we're doing here is retracing to the golden ratio, to this high, and right now we ran into it just like this retracement to this high did. Okay, and right now we're looking at another impulsive move to the downside. Then Bitcoin is going to start to come down, lose all this support, and at that point it could actually put in a lower low than that. Okay, so this is something that we need to keep an eye on, because this retracement right now from this high all the way to this low is absolute paramount that we hold a key level support right now. So what you're doing, you're retracing from this high all the way to this low, and this is why yesterday I said to you it's a really good area to take profit and open a short on Bitcoin on. Bybit or BitGet, it's entirely up to you. Both platforms, you can use them. The links are in each and every single video description. Got amazing sign up bonuses right now. You know, personally, I opened a short. I'm in a lot of profit at the minute, so it's going okay. And you've got to seize these opportunities, ride the waves, basically. So right now, we're going through a retracement, okay? So the nominal level support that Bitcoin does tend to like, as I've shown you in its retracement levels, is the golden ratio. So right now, if we are looking at a retracement to grab some liquidity, we would be looking at a minimal retest down here of 19198. Now, that could be a really, really good area for you to put some bids in on Bitcoin, on Bybit or BitGet for a little long opportunity, with your stop loss down there on the 702 fib. So me personally, I will look to close this long. If this comes down and we get a wick grab, okay, outside of this trend line and we don't consistently close, I'll be loading up on the 0618 at 19198 with my stop loss down here at 18963. And if it goes against me, and this is what it is, it's trading ranges, if it goes against me, it's a very, very minimal risk trade of 1.24% to grab some liquidity to start to come back up and continue with this bottoming structure. Do you understand? Failing that, if we do start to come down and we do this and we start turning this into resistance, I will seriously think about my position in crypto, and I will enter another short at that point as well, okay, for Bitcoin. So, you know, I hope you enjoyed that update. So at the moment we're retracing from this high to this low, so we really are getting really tight here, caught between the 1 fib at 18154 and the 0 fib at 21015. I think if you start to see Bitcoin coming up and taking out that 0 fib right there, that for me would begin to look extremely impulsive. Okay, so you know, I hope you enjoyed that update. I can't tell you 100% what Bitcoin's going to do. We have got patterns. You know, we've got the falling wedge here. We're breaking out, falling back to support potentially. Grab a wick grab off the golden ratio at 198. Grab some liquidity. Everyone thinks you enter in this sort of big mega crash right here, and then you break again and you're up there and you're sort of carving out this structural bottom like this. Sorry. So you understand that update. Take care, everyone. Back to another update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.